Hello, and welcome back to the instructional video collection for Web 111 Introduction to Web Graphics. In the last video, we discussed working with layers and demonstrated how to use them and why they are helpful. In this video, I'm going to perform an example utilizing the drawing and painting tools. Let's get started. In this video, I picked the movie poster lab from Chapter 4 of the workbook to demonstrate for you. Here is an example of the finished product. Let's close it and get started. Alright, first we need to open the main background image. File, Open, Extend 4.1 Movie Poster. Of course, we need to save this as edited because we would never want to modify the original. Save. We need to create a gradient for the sky background. Let's create a new layer called Sky. Now, we need to select the sky, scroll down till you get to the horizon. We want to create a gradient and select the gradient tool. We want to make sure we have the linear style gradient selected. Click in the sample gradient box to display the gradient editor. Now we're looking for the bottom left color stop. Select that, click on color. We want to select a dark blue, so let's choose a dark blue since we're creating a sky effect. Click OK. Now on the right gradient color stop, I'm going to change it from white to light blue. OK. That looks like good sky color. Click OK. Now to create the gradient, click the top of the image, center, to the bottom of the selection, center, and release. And there you have a sky. Control D deselects. Now let's open the text file to add to the bottom. Open text. We want to add this to the image. I like to do it side by side. Select the Move tool, select the text, drag it over to the poster, release anywhere, close the text file. Now with the Move selection still selected, we can adjust it. Now let's create the movie title portion. Let's select the horizontal type tool and then click and drag a portion of the top. Trojan Pro font, and I know we need it to be size 78. I also know we need to change the color from black to white. Click OK. Now we can type away. Didn't exactly fit, so we just need to move this a little bit. Maybe extend this here. Now if we select the Move tool, we can adjust it however we need to. Now let's add a subtitle. It's really starting to come together. Now let's add the movie reel. File, Open, again side by side. Close that image. Now we need to adjust this movie reel. So let's hit Control T to open the transformation settings. Now we can click and drag, position it just how we want it. And there you have it, the completed movie poster. Well, that about does it for video 5. I hope this demonstration of drawing and painting tools was helpful. Check out the next video in this series that will walk you through restoring a document. Thanks. Hello, and welcome back to the instructional video collection for Web 111 Introduction to Web Graphics. In the last video, we restored an old document using the sharpen and eraser tools. In this video, I will show you how to fix a photo. Okay, let's get started. As a reference, this is what the completed project will look like. Now, we're going to be making several changes to this photo, so let's go ahead and create a new layer to hold the modifications. Looking at this photo, I can see several things that could be fixed. For example, the red eye, the glare from the camera, there's a blemish on his forehead, and a spot on his shirt. Let's start with the blemish. To remove it, we'll use the Spot Healing Brush tool. Select the Spot Healing Brush. As you can see, the brush size is pretty small. We can adjust it using the left and right brackets to make it larger and smaller. We want to make it just a little bit larger than the blemish itself, about there, and click on it, and it's gone. Let's do the same thing for the spot on the shirt. That'll be easy enough to fix. Now let's get rid of the glare. Let's select the Healing Brush tool. Using the Healing Brush tool, you actually select a piece of the photo to use to cover up certain things. For example, this glare on his lip, we can Alt-click, we'll grab a sample, then you cover the glare and click. Looks good. That was pretty easy to fix and looks a lot better. That'll about do it for video 7, where we learned how to repair a photo. Check out the next and last video in this collection where we learned how to use filters. Thanks! Hello and welcome back to the instructional video collection for Web 111 Introduction to Web Graphic. In the last video, we learned how to repair a photo using the healing brush tools. In this video, I will demonstrate an example of how to use filters by creating a digital painting from a digital photo. Okay, let's get started. We need to increase the saturation of colors. Click Layer from the menu bar. Select New Adjustment Layer. Hue Saturation. Click OK. On the Adjustments panel, you'll notice that the hue saturation options are available. Click the Master drop-down to select a color. First, let's select the red. We need to change this saturation to 50. And the blues need to be changed to 73. Now let's go back to the Layers panel. Select the Edits layer, and then from the menu bar, select Filter. Select Filter Gallery. Now, these are all the different filters that we have available to us. We're going to use the artistic filters in this example. So let's click on Artistic to select the dry brush thumbnail. We want to add another effect layer, so let's click on the Add New Effect layer. This time we want to select the Cutout filter. That'll about do it. Let's click OK to close the filter gallery. And let's take a look at the original and the new side by side and compare the difference. Looks pretty neat, doesn't it? Well, that will conclude this video where we learned how to use filters. This also concludes the collection of videos for Web 111 Introduction to Web Graphics. I hope they were helpful.